G'day everyone. Oh, sorry, bumped the camera. Rach here from Rara Stitching Realm. Welcome to my 3-weekly instalment of my cross stitching. Hope everyone is good and stitching well. I don't want to say the mojo is back, but it's packed its bags and it's looking forward to coming home. I've had a pretty good 3 weeks. I think I had 6 projects to work on and then a free choice slot, and I worked on 6 projects, but there's a twist. So I think I'll dive right in. I'll show you my whips, I'll show you what I have acquired in stash, and then we'll choose the projects for the next 3 weeks. So I will go in. Let's start with the first thing, which was the first thing on the list last time. So on the Friday that I did the balls, I still had to work on Sarah Watson, and then she got pulled again, so I carried on and worked on her. So Sarah Watson is from Whilst Iris Naps, and I was sort of up to, back to front, I was probably in here somewhere. And so I had all of this side left to do. Da, da, da. It is finished. It's got it positioned nicely. I even ironed it. You can't tell. That's because I stitch in hand and it takes a while for the creases to come out. So this is stitched on 36 count light mocha. And I use the DMC, the called for DMC in the chart. It's actually charted for weeks, I think. Have I got that page? Yeah, it's charted as Weeks Dye Works or DMC, but I just use the I used 1 week's actually, the red, which is Louisiana hot sauce. So the red is a Weeks Dye Works, but the rest is DMC, and I'm very pleased with it. Yeah, so that's actually my second finish of the year, and it's March. Goodness me, just imagine what could have been accomplished last year if we had stitched well. Okay, and then I'm going to go in no particular order just because of the way the pile is. What I will say is Cooper did not get stitched on. There is a chance that I might do something today on him, but I might also just take the time to do something else. So we'll just see. So one of the other projects that I had to do was my, oh, it's not mine, I'm borrowing the chart. This is Touching the Autumn Sky, Mirabilia, and I'm working in her skirt. And I'm sort of coming around in this spot at the moment. So she didn't get as much love as everybody else on my list, but let me just fold it in such a way. I have not prepared so many things to organise that I have not got all of these out of the bag. So this is where we are at so far, and I believe I have done, so you've got a red line down here. Everything on that side I have added, bar there's a little dark bit here that was already there. So this has all been done and around here. So not as much as it could have been done, but it's moving. And it's actually, if you've watched me long enough, let's fold this in such a way that it's not going to have a weird crease in the middle, because it looks like it's already got it. Not last year, because obviously I didn't stitch on it last year, it was the year before. I could only see it in this camera screen, but I'm now getting to the point where I can see it looking at it, which is I think has helped in its favour a little bit. So anyway, so that got a bit of love. and I really do need to finish this year so I can return the chart to Susan in Australia, but she knows where it is. She even knows my town. Then I had, this is Santa's Village. Where is the chart? There it is. Picture. So I'm just starting part 4. That's what I did with this. This is called Santa's Stocking Store. So I hadn't started this at all. And again, this is one of the ones that didn't get a heap of love. But I have got the candy stripe at the top done and the start of the snowflake, which is above the house, that'll let me move down into the house. So I can't see. That's where we're at. Can you actually see here? So I just actually, while I'm holding Santa's Village, was on Pinterest looking at something, and for some reason this popped up, and somebody had taken 6 of the squares and put them on a cushion, and that did look very good, and I thought, ooh, but I've already done 4. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I feel like I should have been showing more things. Right, then in my presidential blue bag, so I had A Sister's Love to work on, and I think when you saw it last, I had got, the border is done, and I had got as far as, is that the H? Sort of in here with, so the first half of that line and the border underneath done. And this was one of the other ones I gave quite a bit of work to, and I have got the top 2 lines finished. This is 36 count raw linen and Gentle Arts Presidential Blue. So I'm not doing it multicoloured like it's called for. I'm doing it all in Presidential Blue. What rubbish are you seeing behind me when I bend down? Shove that back in there. And then, oh yes, so there were 3 of the 6 I really pushed on. And then the others I just did bits and bobs. So this is Modern Folk Embroideries Mary Wear It, and when you saw it last I was starting on this motif on the top row. So I have got, ooh, get those threads out of the way a little bit. I always sort of leave threads dangling rather than tie them all off. I've got this far. I have finished the verse. Now, where is my needle? Let's just hold this corner that's, oh, it's got thread attached, but I'm sure we can make it work. The verse is charted as over 1. But he gives you an option for an over 2 verse, and I preferred the over 2 verse to the over 1, so that is what this is. So you can see I've basically got halfway through the middle now section. So we've got some trees, some birds, a few more words. You know, Mary's name, her work, October the 8th, 1783. So that one is in the home straight. I'm very pleased with that. And then this is my twist. This is a combination stash stroke new start. Instead of working on Cooper, I worked on a new start. I've been a little bit obsessed for a while with cross-stitch patterns that look like quilts, and I was perusing the cross-stitch section of the Fat Quarter shop, and I saw this, and I thought, ooh, I like that. I like the colours in it. So I ordered the hard copy chart. I'm not sure if it's actually downloadable anyway, but and then I ordered the week's thread pack, so that's part of my stash. I found some linen in my drawers, which I believe are, let me see if I can fold this in a decent way. I should have ironed this one. I think this linen came from a Country Stitches kit. Is that right? Country Stitches, Wisconsin. It was an Americana kit that I wasn't going to stitch anything, so I took the kit apart, put the threads away, put the linen away, and just have stashed the chart for now. I'm not sure what I'll do with it. I should probably do it as a giveaway, really. But yeah, anyway. Just seen fabric under my table. Anyway, sidetrack. So I found this piece of linen, and it is 36 count. This is charted for, well, the sample is made using 25 count Lugana, 2/2. But I have gone with a 36 count, 1/2, and I have changed the chart to suit me, basically. So it is 7 squares, and I am going to replicate either one of them 2 more times and just change the colours around, or 2 of them do 2 squares twice. I really like this square here, so that's definitely going to be done twice, and I'm still debating whether or not I choose something a bit different. So this is where we are at so far. The frame is done completely, the square is done completely, and I'm working on this one that I like at the moment. So I'm either going to do this twice more, and I'm thinking there and there, or, as I say, I will do that once more and I'll pick a different one. I'm still umming and ahhing. So this is, I didn't even say it, Stitchy Stars by Laurie Holt. So this actually needs to go in a bag now that I've got a couple of empty bags. I might leave it out here. I'd also like to point out a new acquisition. I have a new needle, so I will move on and talk about that. I'll just leave those there. I got some Bowen needles, so I can buy these in the town that I live in. I don't need to drive 40 minutes into the big smoke now to buy needles. Prior to my becoming aware that these were here, and they've probably been here for a good year or more, because this shop moved out from the city 18 months, even 2 years ago. In fact, my sister went in, and it's a couple of years since she's been here because of the stuff. So these have probably been in my town for a while. I just wasn't aware of it. Prior to that, I could only buy DMC needles here in my town, and I did that once, and they were absolutely appalling. So I then reverted to picking up John James needles in the big smoke from a shop that's now closed, at least closed its bricks and mortar. I don't know if it's online. So I'm pleased that I can pop in locally and pick needles up. I shouldn't need any more for a while because I've still got some John James. In fact, I've just noticed that because I've put the needle for Sarah Watson away. I've actually got another packet of them, so I didn't actually technically need to buy these. I've just realised. Anyway, alright, carrying on with stash. I was watching somebody's Flosstube, and I'm sorry, I don't know who it was. I've been looking around trying to find some new people to watch. I'm quite happy with all the old people. It's not replacement, it's just adding to. And I came across somebody stitching one of these, and I'm not even sure which one they were stitching now, to be honest, but it sent me off looking. And I ordered 3 charts from Madame Chantilly's Etsy store. They came all the way from Italy. I then realised that Art and Frame in Christchurch actually stock her, so I probably didn't need to order from them directly. But anyway, I went with the Easter tiered tray. Just such a sweet chart. I don't know if that's a better picture. Gives you a better idea. I got Halloween. Now, I'm not a Halloween stitcher, but I did like this, and I like these 3 sets, so I kind of just thought I'd get it anyway. And I got Christmas. So I got those. There's also the seasons, but I didn't get the seasons. And I think there's a 4th of July one, which is not relevant to me. So, yeah. Anyway, I have got some of the... let me start that again. I've got some PDF shopping, 3 of which are new market releases, and one is something that I've always wanted to buy. I thought I had brought, but I can't find it on my computer, so I brought it anyway. I do have an order coming from 123 Stitch with the 3 new blackbirds and another chart, because I just didn't want to risk. I definitely wanted, actually I definitely wanted all of them. I was thinking there's one of them not particularly, but no, that's not right. One of them was an exclusive that I really wanted, but I couldn't be bothered dealing with the whole exclusive. It's a shop I don't buy from. Do they send to New Zealand? Blah blah blah. So I just crossed my fingers and hoped it would be released to everybody, and it did. So that's the What Remains, I think. I think that's right. So anyway, I've brought the 3 blackbirds, the 2 single charts in the booklet, and then there's another one coming. So they will be here by the next Flosstube. They unfortunately are still mucking around. 123 Stitch says they are shipping to... Oh, I'm sorry. Are shipping to New Zealand, but you know, and people have got some orders, so hopefully it'll move soon, but it's still sitting there wherever 123 Stitch is. So I also ordered one of the new Hands Across the Sea releases. This is Sarah Fletcher, and I really like the flower basket at the top of that. So I don't know the stitch counts for these because I only printed off the cover photo. Then from Teresa Vanette I ordered, this is the one I thought I had got, but I obviously just wanted it. This is Ragamuffin 3. I absolutely love the border on this. If I do have it, I can't find it on my computer, and it's not written in my book. So, and then a couple of her new releases. This is Jane Summers' work. This is the whole sampler. You can also buy a smaller piece with the house, but I decided I'll just get the main sampler. And then Cathcart with the name that no one can pronounce at the end. So that's the name. And you can buy these. All of those are obviously brought PDFs. So, okay, right, it is time to choose the new samplers. I apologise for any banging and crashing you can hear. My father is blundering around the house. So let's give these a shake, because I'm looking at my list, there's quite a few things that haven't been found and lots of repeats. So we really need to give them a good shake. Alright, so pen. Where's my pen gone? Did I drop the pen and not pick it up? I did. Okay, I'm going to have to rely on... I'll have to do it this way. Alright, so the first ball out is number 18, which is... Okay. So that's Sarah Watson. So that potentially is a new start. Then we have number 8, which is Pond Lily. Okay. Oh, okay. New start. So, new starts are Christmas smalls. I had no idea. Number 15. Number 15 is the red and green carnation sampler. Oh, number 2 is the village of Hawk Run Hollow. Those sodding trees. Oh well, we'll get it done. Number 1, oh, is Santa's Village again. Okay. 6, one more. Number 19 is Jane Plenderleith. Okay. That's a sampler started last year. Alright, so do I have 2 new starts? Because I've got that gap with Sarah Watson that needs something. Maybe. I'll have to investigate. That's probably what I will use this afternoon for, is to figure out what new starts, have I got the fabric, have I got the threads, and work it out from there. So that is where we're at. I will catch you in about 3 weeks' time for a repeat of all of this. Yes, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to say. I don't think there is. I will have had to have stitched 2 bits together, so hopefully that was seamless. Have a good 3 weeks, stitch well, and I will catch you again in the next video. Bye everyone.